another first impressions video. I'm so excited to do another one of these, and I'm so excited about this particular one because I just started watching a show that I hadn't seen before and I am loving it. So yes, basically the show I will be talking about today is Grimm, and this is obviously the first season here. And gosh, I am loving this show so far. So firstly though, I want to thank Ian because he actually sent me this for Christmas, and I had really been excited to watch it, and then I just got round to it last night, and I am so excited to talk to you guys about it. So yes, thank you to him because oh gosh, I just can't wait to tell you guys about it. So basically, I put the show right kind of near my Blu-ray player to start watching soon because I'd really wanted to watch it, and I just recently finished up watching another show, so I was like, yeah, I will start this show. And so it was late last night and I was like, oh okay, it's probably quite late, I don't want to watch a full movie, so I'll put on an episode of this show, because each episode is 40 minutes long. And I ended up watching 3 episodes in a row, so I ended up watching it till quite late, and it didn't even matter, it was so exciting. And so now it's today, and I'm definitely going to watch more episodes tonight, and I will probably fly through this pretty quickly. And I feel like as well, it's definitely a show that I could, well, I've already decided, it's probably a show that I will watch more times, like multiple times. I could definitely watch these episodes again, they're a lot of fun. So basically I'll just tell you kind of what the show's about so far. There's this guy, he's a policeman, and he starts to kind of see these weird kind of supernaturally type things, and basically each episode, well, I've only watched 3 episodes, from what I can gather, each episode is kind of based off of like a fairy tale, like, you know, the Grimm brothers fairy tales, like the creepy original ones. They're definitely not for children. They're weird, you know, the dark fairy tales, really cool. So basically the first episode, for example, is kind of about kind of like Red Riding Hood. So we have, I'll kind of just explain you the plot of the first one so you can get what I mean. We have oh, I don't want to tell you who. Whew, I nearly gave away who takes the girl. So this little girl, she's in a little red jacket and somebody takes her and she's kidnapped. And then the person who kidnaps her is a real person in real life, but also is a wolf. Like, I can't really explain, I don't really exactly know how it works yet, but this guy, the main guy here, the policeman, he can see their kind of alter ego type thing, like their face changes for a split second. So he's actually like a wolf, and he takes and kidnaps this girl, and then the guy who's a policeman, obviously, you know, a kidnapping gets reported, and he kind of finds out that it's something more than that. It's not just a man's kidnapped the girl. He's like this, you know, supernaturally type creature, wolf thing. Like they're all, well, so far from what I've seen, they're all kind of an animal but hidden as a human. Anyway, so, you know, he has to then figure out the mystery of where is this girl, who's got the girl, and things like that. So it's kind of like a investigation cop type of show with paranormal aspects. It's so awesome. And that first episode I really enjoyed. I felt like it explained it, even though I didn't explain it well. I felt like it explained it well and I knew what was going on. It kind of did it just right in the beginning, and it did it enough, and then it kind of got right into it. It was no kind of faffing around. The first episode was fantastic. I think it's my favourite episode so far. So that was the first episode, and then the second episode that I watched was about, I'm pretty sure it was based around Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, because it was about 3 bears and this house kind of invasion. It was really cool, and that episode I didn't like as much as the other 2 I've watched, but I did really enjoy it. But also, oh, and then the third episode that I've watched was about bees. I don't have a clue what kind of fairy tale it was based on. I don't know a fairy tale about bees, but it was about bees, and it was so awesome. It was really intense. I really enjoyed it, and I was just so excited to continue watching. Yes, it's about bees, and it's also kind of, so each episode, this is what I love, each episode has its own storyline and its own investigation and its own kind of police work going on, its own fantasy and its own different animals. And then, well, you know, from what I've seen, and then there's also like a bigger story. You know, he's discovered that he has this kind of ability, and he's not sure how to deal with it yet, and he's got he's not got a wife, he's got like a girlfriend that he lives with, and there's also his cop buddy who doesn't really know that he's going through this, but also there's this other guy in the show, who I love, he's probably my favourite character, and he is also he's also a wolf, but he doesn't kill people. He's I can't remember what they call it, like he, you know, he just doesn't kill people. He's a good guy and he tries to refrain himself from, you know, hurting people, and he just like tries to be a normal guy. But, and so he is able to tell him about the situation, and that other guy is so funny and so fantastic. He's such a fantastic character. He makes me laugh. So it's like a pretty dark show, and it's quite intense, and you're trying to figure out like who's done what. And then there's this guy, he's just funny, and he makes me laugh out loud. I really, really love him. So yeah, I cannot wait to watch the rest of these episodes. I really enjoy that they kind of all got their own different storyline, and there's like obviously a bigger storyline flowing throughout. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Supernatural and maybe like Ghost Whisperer, and Ghost Whisperer is like one of my favourite shows, and I also really enjoy Supernatural, but I feel like it's also very different and its own kind of little thing. So if you enjoy those shows, you'll definitely enjoy this, but it is its own thing. It's not like trying to be something else, and I really, really loved it. I definitely recommend you check it out. If you've not seen the show or haven't heard of it, definitely look it up. Watch the first pilot episode. That episode I loved. That was my favourite episode so far, and then the bee one, then the bear one, and I just can't wait to watch the rest. I'm probably going to fly through this series because I'm loving it so much. There's 22 episodes, and series 2 and 3 are already out on DVD, and then they're making a series 4. So yes, I'm excited. I will probably order series 2 very soon because I will really want to watch it after watching this series. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this show. I definitely recommend it. I will do a full review of the whole season after I finish watching it, because I feel like I do these first impressions and then I don't tell you my final thoughts. So I definitely want to start doing final thoughts on the first impressions ones. For example, I did a first impression video of Sherlock recently, and I definitely am going to do a summary of my full thoughts on the first season, and I will do that with this as well. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you have seen Grimm. Let me know your thoughts. If you haven't, I highly recommend it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye!